See, the challenge as in, I won't say it as a challenge, it was pretty interesting. Yeah, but initially I did think that it's a pretty much challenge because the clarity that he had about the subject matter. Now to keep pace with him. Now that, of course, that was started off as a task, but I realized that's the best part of the whole process I had. So
Amazing film.
yeah, it was very good, I would say. So it was nice that that we did it all, and we did it in the film is releasing in Telugu and Tamil as well. So where Satya is being played by another actor, Sharvanan. So let's hope the subject matter story remains exactly the same, but of course we shot it like twice in Hindi and whether it's Telugu. So structurally we had to design it that way, but as a film, as the core substance, it remains exactly the same. Working with an intelligent director who was so clear, that clarity he had about the subject matter and his characters, that was unbelievable. So now that made me enjoy the whole process so much. And plus, the subject was interesting. So in a way, it's like a futuristic film. Like so far, whatever gangster films that we see, it's been always based either directly or loosely on some or the other past gangsters. Now here, there's this thought about this gangster never occurred, what we're talking about in Satya. It's an imagination that there is a possibility. Now what if a gangster or a don thinks in these lines and creates an underworld company and an underworld organization like never before. So now whatever gangsters we had in the past, they operated in certain ways. Now learning from their either you call mistakes and or their experience where these guys scored or where they faltered. So now a man, after studying all this, now doesn't believe in the existing system. Now he creates a new underworld with that kind of thought. Now that's the premise of the whole film. So a common man, after 15 years, another man, a new guy comes to Bombay. His name is also Satya. And he starts his own underworld. I wouldn't say there was anything difficult, because there was no difficult scenario, because before filming any scene, we would discuss about the whole thing, and sometimes we would actually change a lot of things just before a day, and the change was only just to make it more practical. Because on one hand, as I said, that he was very clear, and because of his clarity, it made me very clear even before we went on the floors. So that for that purpose, I don't see that we had any difficulty in filming any particular scene. See, Satya, as you mentioned, as the brand name, because the previous Satya was not just a big hit, it was remarkably well filmed. I had always been in love with that film. Now to be a part of a so-called of the same franchise, Satya 2. Now on one hand, it was a pleasure to be a part of such a thing. Concept in itself was so exciting, and coming from a filmmaker who's made Satya and Company and Sarkar and Rangila and so many other films which I'd loved in the past. So it was always a pleasure to be a part of a project like this and to work with. I would say this is one of the most intelligent piece of work that I've come across as an audience. So now it might sound, I don't want to sound bragging because I'm part of the project personally, but when I see the film, I'm actually amazed that way, because the amount of intelligence the film, because of the grip, it has no loose ends. So just I'm happy.